think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Good afternoon, softball fans. Welcome to the 4 o'clock game 12 of the 2025 Softball Queensland under 14 state titles. We have got Toowoomba taking on Ipswich here. Toowoomba backing up after that narrow loss not 30 minutes ago. Leading off for Toowoomba will be PJ Pottinger. We're all set to get underway here. Pitching is Miller Ranke for Ipswich. We'll go through that defensive lineup now. Miller Ranke pitching to Bailey Summers. First base is Lucas McConnell. Second base is Connor Spellican. So we have a look at the next pitch coming through. That is high, ball 2. Third base is Rylan Bolton. Shortstop is Jael Aspinall Manaka. And in left field is Marcus Sneddon. In center field is Archie Kierton. And in right field it is Flynn Kojics. I apologise for my poor pronunciation there. Ethan McConnell and Luca Dodd are on the bench. And we do have a DP as well. Dominic Perham is batting for Miller Ranke, who is pitching. So we do have a base runner, and next into bat is number 2 for Toowoomba. It is Zach Bradley. Slow roller there, gets past the pitcher. Went to second base, so that is a safe hit in the end. Nice job there. Have a look at this. Great effort from the pitcher, but just got past him. You can see here, diving effort, but just couldn't get there in time. That will bring in the left-hander, number 41, Jonty Kapita. Did a great job on the pitching plate in the last game. It is up and away. Those runners will both advance. Bit of a close call there from going to 3, but he got there in the end. So runners on 2 and 3, none away here in the top of the first. Watches that one go high for a ball. Again, up and over. That will be another ball. 3-0 now the count. That's high above the zone. No called strike. Plate umpire calls that one a strike. And straight back down the middle. That'll be an RBI hit. Going for maybe 2, and the throw is too high. And 2 RBI double for Jonte. He is happy about that one. Have another look here. Good hit out to center. First one scores. Just took an extra second on the throw and couldn't find the spot. Allows that second runner to come in. Next into bat will be number 35, Jonathan Whitaker.
Saw Whitaker have a beautiful double out to right field in the game just before against Caboolture.
Is high and away for ball 1.
So both these teams have had a win and a loss each today against their respective opponents. Really interesting to see how this one pans out.
Way too early on that one. Swing and a miss.
Bit of a fly swat there too, I think. Up high.
Gets a little bit on that, goes to second base. The throw across gets there. And that is the first out of this innings for Toowoomba. They also managed to hold the runner on 3, doing a great job there. Have another look at this. Off the top of the bat, off near the handle. And able to hold the runner at 3 comfortably in the end. As we see Max Butcher.
Pack's got some great bat on as well against Caboolture just before. Quite handy with the bat.
Up and away. Holds that runner at 3. Looking for another ball.
Reinke just taking a second to find his zone.
Flies that, good catch
Nicely
there
taken.
from the second baser to record the second out. And again holds that runner at 3. So we have another look at that replay.
Connor Spellican on second base today for Ipswich.
Back live now, number 4, Joshua
Koepi.
in the batter's box. Watches someone go through for a called strike.
Oh, that was a nice pitch.
As quick as you like. 0-2 count now on Joshua Koepi.
Up high. Bailey Summers just making sure that Jonte heads back to third base where he'd like him to stay.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Lovely pitch there. Skies it foul up first baseline.
No change in the count on Koepi. high.
2 and 2 now the count.
And apologies, I think it's actually Kopi.
Oh, so you're laughing at me for my mispronunciations,
Yeah.
but you're getting it wrong anyway.
Oh, 100% I'm getting it
Wow.
wrong.
Yep.
I just took more Codral and my brain kicked back in.
Up and over. Anyone know?
Apologies, Josh.
Anyone watching the stream who might know? Give us some phonetics. In
And
the dirt,
takes the
that is a
walk.
ball 4. Catcher seems very interested in the runner on 3, but he's not taking more than 1 step off the base, so I think I'd let him be, to be honest.
Yeah.
Got 2 away here, runners on the corners as number 5, Bailey Wicks. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that one right.
Yeah.
Steps in. There's a called strike, nice pitch there.
Runners stay put on the corners. Runke put a bit of pace on that one.
Outside. He's a very distracted catcher here from me. Very concerned about the base runners with 2 out. I think I'll be focusing on my pitcher. Doing a good job so far. Up and over the zone for a ball. Ball 2, strike 1. Up and away. That was high, that will be ball 4, and that will load these bases up. Bring in number 6, Angus.
Angus Dwan.
It's not Dwan.
Dwan. Black Swan.
Black Swan.
I remember that from last year's with his sister as well.
Fair enough. Good pitch there for a called strike. Again, these runners no more than a step off the base.
So Angus will take on the pitching duties first up for Toowoomba when they come into field. But currently looking to do it with the bat.
Swing and miss. You see how close they are. They're not taking much of a lead there. So best to be left well alone here. 0 and 2 is the count on Dwan. And fouls that one off. Good pitching there. Count remains 0 and 2.
Ranke off to a great start here for Ipswich.
It is an absolute buzz of activity down here at Redcliffe Softball Association.
Oh, yes.
There's 2 coffee vans, which, you know, there's
Makes
only
me
one
very,
thing better
very
than one
happy.
coffee van, and that's 2. Got barbecues going, the bar is open, and plenty of softball from these young softballers.
Yeah, a number of teams down here in the 14s.
Yeah, we've got 16 teams competing overall from all over the state.
So that one in high for a ball.
In
Other
the
ball.
dirt.
Well done from the catcher there. Kept it in front. Bailey Summers. I feel like Summers is a hive of activity just all in and of himself behind home plate.
Absolutely.
It's good to see the energy staying up. It is game 3 for them today, so...
They'd need it tomorrow. I believe they've got 4 games tomorrow.
Oh, goodness. Well, if he could share some of his energy with me
With,
tomorrow, that'd be great.
Yeah, with 9 teams in the boys' competition, they've got 8 games to play before finals.
Yep.
That is high inside, not called.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And gets the called strike. That is the 3rd out there.
So we will head into the bottom of 1. Ipswich doing a good job, but Toowoomba open their account. They are leading 2-0.
Toowoomba coming out to take the field here. Starting off with the pitching duties will be Angus Dwan to PJ Potgieter behind home plate. First base will be covered by Jonte Capita, second base Bailey Wicks, third base Zach Bradley and shortstop Jonathan Whitaker. In the outfield, left to right, Josh Coppy, centre field Max Butcher and right field Henry Hambling. Rounding it out for Toowoomba on the bench, we have Caleb Shepherd-Taylor, Harrison Saunders and Thomas Easton. Looking to open the scoring, first up for Ipswich will be their second baser, Connor Spellican, wearing the number 93 shirt. Bottom of the first innings, Toowoomba up 2-0 over Ipswich. Ipswich looking to get those 2 runs back plus some. Connor in the left-handed batter's box. Lets that one go through for ball 1. Comes around short, tries to drop the bunt, but fouls it off.
We saw this earlier in their last game, but then kind of went away from it after the first innings.
Yeah, Ipswich came out firing against Redcliffe with the shorts.
With the shorts?
The shorts. The short plays. Look, it's game 5 for us.
Yeah, swing and a miss there for a strike.
There's only so much that Cottrell can do. One ball, 2 strikes here.
Not sure, the umpire said it the other way around then, but it might have been the hand signals were backwards. So we'll just hold it. Two and two now.
Either way.
Swing and a miss, and that will be strike 3. So Toowoomba get the lead off batter.
That is 1 away.
Next batter gets ready. We will have a quick look at the replay of that pitch. It was a nice pitch. Stepping in now, number 21.
Marcus Snedden, the left fielder for Ipswich today. Straight into it.
That's a very tingy bat. That one,
It was
old school.
tingy. There's a few little ting-tings listening to them warming up earlier, so
Bit of nostalgia listening to that.
takes you back to one of my old bats.
He's up and away for a ball.
Has a chop at that one. It was low and out of the zone, but lives to fight another day. Strike is called on the swing. One ball, two strikes.
Mowing in the dirt. 2-2 now.
Oh, yeah. Gets the outside.
And retires the second batter of this innings very nicely here.
So we saw Ipswich get off to a flying start with the bats in their last game. We're seeing them get off to a flying start defensively here.
Toowoomba, you mean?
Toowoomba, sorry, yes. Number 31 for Ipswich steps in, Jael Aspinall Maaka.
Swing and a miss there for a strike.
Missing on the outside for a ball. Big swing there from Jael. No purchase though.
A bit of a Toowoomba contingency out here behind centre field.
Yep.
To our left. Loving these pitches. Up and over the zone for a ball.
Had a couple to play with, so not sad about moving it around. That one going up and away out of the zone, so this will load up the count here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 away.
And there you go,
gets
3 up,
him.
3 down. That's a great pitch there. And the strong Ipswich batting lineup has been shut down early in this game. Heading into the top of 2, Toowoomba leading 2-0. now back underway. Who we got batting first up for Toowoomba?
So that'll be Henry Hambling in the number 9 batting spot today. And we have had a change in pitcher for Ipswich with Lucas McConnell coming off first base in to take over the pitching duties.
Elements in the dirt for a ball. Up and over for another ball. 2-1 is the count.
That one missing on the outside.
Up and away, that'll be ball 4 and the first base runner for T-Bar. And we'll go back to the top of the order now. PJ in the batter's box.
So PJ with the walk last time.
Gets away from the catcher. The runner's going to go to 2. Ball 1 is the count. Low and outside for another ball.
Has a big swing at that one, but just doesn't get bat on it. That one away from the glove, and that's enough for Hambling to go scrambling to third.
Yeah, it was a bit of a delay, but he got there in the end.
Gets some bat on that, sends it up high.
Good catch by second base.
Yep, called loud and called early for the first out. Keeps the runner over there on third base. So this will bring in the number 2 and number 2 in the lineup.
Zach Bradley.
Yep. Fouling that one off. So got on courtesy last time, sort of hit it through the pitcher, was eventually cleaned up by second base, but too quick, beat the throw.
Lovely pitch, but outside.
Oh, and they have a go.
Gonna be a run down here.
Yeah.
They got him. Little fakey there, and if you watch the last game that the first innings he was catching, you would have expected that fake throw, because I think he did it every time he caught the ball.
Yep.
Good job there from the catcher. Secures the first out and no more base runners.
Second out, sorry.
Ball 1, strike 1. In the dirt, gets away, but it's a called strike. So ball 1, strike 2.
And has a big
And a
swing at
miss.
that.
And it's strike 3, and that will retire the side. So Ipswich doing a great job keeping a clean score sheet in that innings. We're going to head into the bottom of 2. Ipswich trailing 2-0.
Back into it here. That one going through for a ball. Flynn Kosic into bat now for Ipswich. Right fielder today. Angus one continuing with the pitching. That one below the zone. Ball 2.
Two balls here. Tries to get that outside corner. Says good enough. The umpire. There's a called strike. 2-1 now the count. Says Flynn Kosic in the batter's box. 2 balls, 1 strike on him. Sets up towards the outside again, but it's high. Falls behind now to a 3-1 count.
And that one down and into the dirt. Flynn will take the walk up to first base. So Ipswich with their first base runner on for the game. We should bring in the number 10, Archie Kearton, playing centre field today. Lets that one go through for a called strike. Lynette Richards behind the plate in this game today with Colorado Rata Walsh manning the bases.
Goes for the short play outside the zone. A bit of a slow steal choice, but got there in the end. Everyone just watching everyone for a second before anything was done. And all's well as it ends well for the Ipswich base runner, getting to 2. 1-1 now the count. Up and outside for another ball. See time being called here. Just wants to take his sleeve off or fix it up by the looks of that.
Yeah. So we know Kirtan is definitely capable of hitting a deep ball, put it out into left field against Redcliffe earlier.
It's up and away, and the Ipswich base runner will go to 3 comfortably on that one. Count goes out to 3-1 now for Archie. Winds up, pitch comes in, goes across the outside corner, but can't find it. That's ball 4 and another walk. Runners on the corners now. He's just, oh, I thought he might have just turned and gone straight to 2, but stays put at first.
Number 40 will come in for Ipswich next, Rylan Bolton, with the third basing duties in this game.
High above the zone. Runner goes from 1 to 2 on that play, with the protection of the runner at 3. Lovely pitch there, gets the outside corner for a called strike. 1-1 now the count. In the dirt, kicks away, runner hesitates.
Not helping the
never
catcher
found it.
there.
And he just stays standing on the base as the ball comes in. Well done there, scores the run. So Ipswich have officially opened their account and also have the tying run currently on third base. See some housework being done by the plate umpire.
Yeah, see those balls take some nasty bounces sometimes. You are very reliant on your field to tell you where it's gone.
Gets up and away. Another runner's going to come home comfortably. And just like that, we are all tied up here. Another ball on the batter that goes out to a 3-1 now.
Breeze picking up down here.
Just see pitcher catcher have a quick little chat about life. I'm sure it's quite a deep and meaningful conversation there. It's actually the catcher and shortstop working out what they want to do perhaps with the next base runner. 3-1 here on Bolton. In the dirt. That'll be ball 4 and the walk. Next into bat, number 50, Lucas McConnell. So runner on 1 here for the switch. Lucas McConnell in the batter's box. Fresh count.
Oh, good grab.
Well taken, but he's already at second base before he even lands back on the ground. Absolute wheels there from Rylan Bolton.
Yeah. Saw his speed put to good use earlier today, and he's bringing it back out again. It's another great grab from behind the plate there. PJ has legs of springs, I think.
Up and oh no, called strike. How high outside? Called. Ball 2, strike 1. That one is low below the zone. That'll be ball 3. 3-1 now. So we see the shadow just cutting across the middle of the infield there. So pitcher pitching from the shade into the sun of the batter.
Straight up the middle there.
Oh, it's going to be an RBI, and Ipswich are going to take the lead for the first time in this game. Lovely piece there from Lucas McConnell. RBI single for him, and he will give Ipswich the lead here in the bottom of the 2 with still none away.
So time just called here, coming out for a chat in the middle. We will have Bailey Summers coming in next in the Ipswich lineup. Plate umpire Richards just coming out, letting them know time to get back into it. Ipswich have none away here. We have seen Summers use a push bunt up that third baseline with great effect already today. Be interesting to see if he gets the swing away or if we're going to look to advance.
No, that's
And
a swing away, and
it
that's
is.
over left field's head. He's going running. 2 bounces into the fence. He is rounding 2. Runners getting around to 3. That's a great chase.
Oh,
Runners at
he's
3.
being
He's sending
sent.
him home. It's going to be close. Oh, he's
And
out.
he's gone.
Oh, he's out. He's unhappy, but he does score the runner. It looked like he was running on a treadmill by the end of it. Great work from Toowoomba to get their first out. Let's have a look at the hit itself, because that was an absolute beauty. We won't dwell on the ending, but it was a great job by Toowoomba with the relay. You can see here it went an absolute mile. But just the wheels just slowed up, and he was running on the treadmill by the end. And a good relay in meant they could get him out at home.
I actually wasn't sure if he clipped the corner of third base coming around then either, but
Oh, yeah, he definitely did.
yeah. So DP Dominic Perham in to bat.
Up and away for a ball. Very aggressive bat movements before the hit.
Yeah.
Up and away for another ball. In the dirt. Well
I
picked
missed a
up,
ball.
but
My
that's ball 4.
apologies.
So 1 away, base runner on 1. Ipswich with a 2-4 lead.
This does take us back up the top of the Ipswich batting lineup today. Connor Spellican in.
Awkward time for a left-hander. See the sun in his eyes. It's a foul ball, so doesn't matter about throwing it over to 1.
Oh, he's definitely got the squints on there.
Yeah, the sun's setting basically over left field. So the poor left-handed batters, they're looking into it. Up and away,
Good
well
grab
caught.
again.
Outside for another ball. Two and 1 now the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well grabbed in the dirt there. 3 and 1 now. It just falls behind a little.
The Toowoomba catcher doing a great job here, keeping Ipswich's base runner to first base though. Not letting anything get past him.
Goes for the pick off, but throws a bit far away. It is ball 4 anyway. So, bit of a wry smile there. Runners go to 1 and 2. 1 away here as Marcus Sneddon steps into the batter's box.
So Marcus got caught watching last time.
In the dirt for a ball. Pushed at that one, I think. Yes, he did. There's the strike, 1 and 1. Pushed at that one for a strike. 1 and 1 is the count. Runners on 1 and 2, 1 out. So infield fly rule is on. Swing and a miss there for the second strike.
And the runners come round.
Oh, Katie's called time there. Runners make it to 2 and 3 respectively, so we get rid of the infield fly rule in typical fashion as soon as I announce it.
Absolutely.
It's a little chip, but it's fouled off into the fence up first baseline. Count remains unchanged. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Time just being called by the Blues, I think, there, are they?
Two balls, 2 strikes is the count. Up and over for a full count now.
Again, those springy legs behind home plate.
As the sun goes behind the trees, the temperature's really starting to drop off. Looks like the coffee vans are getting a few hot chockey orders, I think.
Will be the walk there, and bases will be all loaded up.
1 away, loaded bases, and looks like we're going to have a pitching change. First base is going to come into pitch, and the number 6, we'll just check if he's going to come off or if he's just changing his glove.
Meanwhile,
Looks like he's just changing his glove.
Yeah, so Jonte Capita will just warm up while we attend to those. It's a good way to get your pitcher to warm up.
Throw the ball away.
Yeah, make him chase it.
Yeah, so it looks like a straight stop between first base and pitcher. So not an easy situation for the pitcher to come back into. Loaded bases and only 1 out here in the top of the second.
So it should be the number 31 for Ipswich coming into bat
As
next.
it certainly is.
Jael was struck out his first appearance, but new pitcher.
Plenty of pace to work with, just needs to find some contact here. Called strike.
Jonte coming in with good effect.
That'll be 2 strikes. So 0-2 straight up early here on Jael. Outside for a ball. In the dirt for another ball, so 2-2 the count.
So I have seen that with Jonte's pitching. Sometimes just takes him a little second to find that radar, but
He's usually pretty good at getting the first couple of strikes, but that third one can be a little bit elusive sometimes. Tries to work around the zone a little bit.
but when he finds it,
There
that's
it is.
what happens.
Strike 3 and the second out here for Ipswich. So 2 out now, bases loaded, next batter in.
Will be the number 8, Flynn Kozic.
As we just have another look at that lovely outside strike 3.
Flynn with the walk last time.
Swing and a miss there. It just wasn't a lot in that swing. Like, there was only one hand on the bat at the time. It was a little bit of an afterthought, I think. Needs to reset here, Flynn.
Ooh.
Low, says the umpire. Glowing away, perhaps. Low and outside again for another ball. So ball 2, strike 1. No, can't find the outside corner again. 3-1 now.
Yep, once again proving I cannot see the plate at all from out the back of centre field.
Lovely pitch there. There's strike 2. Full count now. Ball 3, strike 2.
That one
That is
away.
well up and away. That'll be ball 4 on a walk. There we go. They've worked it out eventually. Was a walk. No danger of getting out at home there because it was a walk. We are back live now, and was that 5 across the plate?
That is.
Yeah, 5 across the plate. So changeover going into the top of 3. Ipswich leading at 5-2. First one fouled off there by the pitcher, Jonty. For strike one. Up and in for a 1-1 count now. I've had some defensive changes. Once we have a look at those, we can get them to you.
Change of
Big
pace
chop.
there.
Fouls it off over third base's head. So Connor Spellican has come into first base, and we've got Luca Dodd has come into the field. He's in left field.
So he was at first base last time and has come into left. Ethan McConnell has come into second.
And out of the game is number 7. Oh, sorry, number 21 by the looks of it. In the dirt for a ball. Yeah, Ethan McConnell has come in for Marcus Sneddon by the looks of that, maybe. And drop that strike, runner gets to first base. So Toowoomba with a runner on 1 as Jonathan Whitaker steps into the batter's box. Again, a big swing on that. Just can't get his timing right. He's well ahead of these pitches with those swings. John's got a bit of a fan club out here in centre field. In the dirt for a ball.
Runner stays on first. Whitaker with the ground out through second base last time.
Again, out of the zone. Low one. Oh, well picked up by first base. There's a put out at 1. Lovely job there. Have another look at this in the replay. The runner does get advanced, so he does advance his runner on the sack single. A great pickup by the first baser. Next into bat will be Max Butcher.
The number 13. Straight into it, but fouling it off behind. There's a fly out to second base. His first appearance in the first innings.
High outside for a ball.
Tries to take the pace off it, but
can't get it over the plate. Oh, we look like we might have an injury here. Catcher went down. Cringing in pain there. Not sure what happened.
is it as he's come up to get the ball, or
Let's have a look at the replay. See if you can see something at home. He's gone to step. I don't know. He just stepped and yeah. So just give him a second. Look like he might be able to get up. Not even sure what he's hurt, to be honest. So going to help him off here.
Yeah.
Looks like a knee or an ankle. Left knee or ankle.
Yeah, sometimes.
Most innocuous little movements, you can do some damage to those knees. So definitely going to have a change here.
Yep, we'll have a new catch-up for Ipswich momentarily.
So we'll just wait and see what that change is.
Give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares. See me right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? 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 Then will you get bored of killing me?
I got a switch in my head. I go from living to dead. You got me seeing all red. Now I'm becoming a threat. I fucking heard what you said. I'll make you have some regrets. And no, I never forget. So now you have a few debts. That shit, it needs to be paid with blood or some sort of pain. You caused a permanent stain, which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear. I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here. The sound of deafening fear. My energy is next level, so damn you better be careful. I got an angel and devil, he stabs me straight in the temple. I'm ready to be a rebel, I've got a lot of potential hidden inside of this vessel. That shit is so exponential. I need a first class ticket to the top, no limit. I don't play no gimmicks, I'ma take you to the clinic. If you want a taste, come at me and you will be replaced. They won't find a trace of you anywhere or any place.
sorted out. It's a bit tricky. There's only about 20 minutes left in the game, so because Ipswich had already made a lot of changes, there's a lot of rules around. You can't just bring players in and on and off, on and off.
Yeah.
But number 88 has come into third base. Number 40, who was playing third, has come into catch. And number 13 is batting. Max Butcher is batting. He now has a 3-1 count.
So, yeah, hopefully nothing too serious for Bailey Summers there.
Looks like he might have hurt his knee a little bit, just the way they were taking him off. But we'll see if he's back tomorrow, as that pass ball is going to allow a runner to come home fairly comfortably. And it's ball 4 as well, so the batter will also go to 1. Time will be called so we can clean up the plate. And the next batter, Joshua
Copy.
will come in.
Josh took the walk last time. Lets that one go through for called strike 1. Max Butcher stays on first base.
Up and over for a ball. One and one, the count here. Runner on first base, 1 out. In the dirt and kicks away from the catcher. The runner will go to 2. Catcher determines not worth throwing. Probably a wise decision.
Absolutely.
Two balls, 1 strike. Slow roll out of shortstop's got to come in. Fires it across. Oh, the throw's wide though. And 1 will score. Runner's going to 2. He will stay at second base. And Toowoomba are within 1 run here in the top of the 3rd. Have another look at this. It was such a slow roller. He had to attack it and it fires it off, but it was in the dirt and away to the non-glove side of first base. Back live now with Bailey Wicks in the batter's box, wearing uniform number 5. Inside for a ball. In the dirt for another ball. 3-0 now the count. So scheduled finish time of this game is 5:40 due to the late start.
Time just called.
He's got a ball that's gone over from the warm-ups out in right field. Come over the fence. Looks like we've got to change another one. Looks like number 50 over was pitching has come up a bit.
Yeah,
sore.
93 come in.
So a bit of a sore lower back. But they can't really afford to have him coming off, so he's going to take over back at first. And yeah, like you say, Louise, number 93 will come in to pitch. So dropping my flies in this game for Ipswich team. So it looks like straight stop between pitcher and first base.
Yep.
Don't think they have anyone left that they can bring back into the game at all. And once again, these Redcliffe girls warming up out the back need to probably move somewhere else because too many balls are coming over the fence here. We are back into it here. New pitcher, 3-0 the count. And finds a strike there, 3-1. That will be ball 4. Runners on 1 and 2 now. Next in the bat will be Angus Dwan.
Infield fly rule signalled.
Let's see if you're a curse with it too.
All right.
Up and in for a ball. In the dirt, gets away, and the runners will go to 2 and 3. No more infield fly. So it was delayed by 1 pitch.
Yeah.
But
So it doesn't count.
no. 2-0 the count now.
Line outside for a ball. Connor working hard here.
Low outside. Ball 4, and that will load these bases up. 1 out, loaded bases here as the number 1, Henry,
Handling.
steps into the batter's box. Infield fly signal by the umpire again. So it's back on. Up and over, ball 1. Catcher was almost talking, turned and talked to the umpire before he'd caught it then.
Yeah.
In
Well
the
blocked.
dirt. Ball 2. Going outside. Runner's going to try and come home. Oh, they got
I
him.
think they got him.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did. It's out. So the slide was just a little late, I think, and he kind of slid into the tag, as in like he was still too upright by the time
Yeah.
he got to the base. If you have a look at the replay here, it was a great effort all around. Good work from the catcher and pitcher for Ipswich, and good effort from the runner, but just couldn't quite get there in time because he, hit the deck, had to get up, turn.
Nice
Called
pitch.
strike there for 3 and 1. 2 outs now, and again, no runner on first, so no infield fly. Up and over for a ball. Ball 4, and once again, loaded bases. Next into bat is back to the top of the order. It's PJ into the bat. What Geiter?
He's got a walk and a fly out to second base so far in this game.
PJ Pottinger. Up and over the zone for a ball.
See the lights just starting to get fired up at the grounds here.
Lovely pitch there. Skies that foul over the back net. 1 and 1 becomes the count.
Connor doing a good job there, getting PJ to have a swing. PJ did a great job with the bat then too, getting rid of that one out over the back.
So 2 outs here on loaded bases, so any base will be a put out. That's skied, shallow. It's going to land fair and
That'll
kick
score.
away. That's going to score 2.
2 runs.
And just like that, Toowoomba have taken the lead. And one of those little no-man's hits over the infield, short of the outfield. Sweet sea time being called by the Ipswich coach to come and have a chat. To an umpire, he's having a chat. Oh, I think he's wondering if there's interference there. If you looked at the guy running at first, he kind of did loops around the first baser. If you have a look here, I'll show the replay one more time. Keep an eye on the runners over at first base here. You see the runner, he's gone to go back and he's kind of ducked around, and he's wondering if there's any interference there. He's asking a question. I don't think he's going to get much success, but definitely worth asking the question perhaps. See the light starting to take effect. Don't think they saw it, so they can't say too much. Yeah. No, just asking the question.
Yeah, always pays to ask.
Ipswich will get the right of reply here. They do need to get the third out first though. So runners on 1 and 2, 2 away.
Zach Bradley steps in to bat.
Oh, he swings at that one. He got well ahead of it. That's a freebie there. Strike 1.
Single through second base, a strikeout. See what he does with his third appearance at the plate.
There's a high above the zone for ball 2. Oh, lovely
Nice pitch.
That's
Yeah.
called strike 1, strike 2. What a time to bring out that pitch. That was a cracker.
Yeah, just dropped beautifully into the zone there.
1 and 2.
Vocal benches from both sides though.
I think they both know what it means, so Toowoomba's up. But Ipswich do have the right.
Oh,
And that is hit. Third base comes around. Oh, good catch by third. Lovely unnecessary dive into third, slide into third to finish it off.
Good
but that
attempt
is
at the fourth out.
That's the third out. So, simple equation now. We don't have much time left in the game. Ipswich, 2 runs to win, 1 to tie it up. Let's see what they can do. Archie, Kierton into bat for Ipswich. Fouls that one off for strike one. They're wearing uniform number 10 there. Oh, he had a swing at that. That was up and away. I think he's a little bit nervous about the
I don't think he
speed.
did swing at
Yes,
that,
he did.
Did
Full
he?
swing.
Oh,
0-2. And
swung at that one.
that is strike 3. So they need 3 out, 3 down here, Toowoomba. Next will come in is number 40.
So Ryland Bolton. Just the one appearance so far and was walked. Big swing at that. He is definitely capable. We saw him earlier send it out into the outfield in an earlier game. That extra pace of the pitch of Jonte too. If he can time it well, I think will serve him well. Nice pitch again.
Oh, and 2 years. So Jonte really pulling out all the stops to try and get his team over the line against Ipswich. And can't help that one though, goes in the dirt. Ball 1, strike 2 here on Ryland Bolton. Just getting away. I think I've put the mockers on him on the picture here.
Yeah, just needs to settle into it. Trust his pitching. He's been doing a great job today.
He's pitched a fair few innings that we've seen.
There we go, but
No,
just missing
low
on
and
the
outside.
outside, yeah. Much better height though.
See if he can do that slight adjustment here and get it in the corner. Just rocket it through the middle instead.
Beautiful
There's a called
pitch.
strike and the second out.
Yeah, when he finds his radar,
So it comes down to
Beautiful.
this. There's not enough time left for another game. We've got an injured number 50 stepping into the batter's box.
Lucas McConnell was a single into centre field last time.
Holding his back here. Don't think they've got any ability to change.
No, there's no more bench players left for Ipswich.
And that one came with a written invitation. That was hard and across the middle of the zone for a called strike. I don't think Lucas wants to swing here, I'm
No.
being honest. But in saying that,
Unfortunately,
he's
yeah.
got good pace, so if he can just put the bat there, he doesn't really need to swing through. And he swings through anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately with Ipswich, those few early changes.
Well, they weren't early. It was just injuries late in the game more so,
yeah,
to
well,
be
that
honest.
was it. Their benchies had already come in by that point.
Yeah, there was less than, there was about 20, 25 minutes to go, so they'd made the changes for the game.
It's a
Skies
nice
that one.
chip.
Foul up first base line.
So again, just showing sometimes just backing it off a bit, use the pace of the pitch.
Just see time being called here from the Ipswich coach.
So perhaps just a little bit of a player welfare question there. 2 minutes to go in the game. However, Ipswich need the 1 run to tie it up. 2 to go ahead. And they are 2 down.
needs to get on base here to keep this game alive. That has rocketed at his head. Wasn't intentional, obviously.
No.
Just, couldn't quite get the control.
Yeah, with a sorry.
Lovely pitch there, and Toowoomba have come from behind to claim victory. Haven't confirmed time and game yet. Let's have a look at the replay of that third strike while they check the scores. Looks like Toowoomba have won 6-5 is what I would say. Lovely pitch here. I don't know if the umpires have called it yet, but there definitely should be time and game. Not sure what she's waiting for. It's literally an hour and a half now. It is time. Maybe they have called it. Missed it. Alright, we will be back at 6 o'clock for the night game. It is going to be the Hosts Association Redcliffe taking on Mackay. First time we see Mackay this tournament.
Yep.
We'll look forward to seeing you then.